just here where I'm trying to rehabilitate the land by letting the natural ferns take hold and not using any sprays. So by being organic, I'm seeing some beautiful results on the land, and it's coming back to life. But this is one of the threats, is this Camphor laurel here, just a baby. Now that's not like a weed that you can just simply pull out. This thing really gets a hold, and this is more of a threat as a weed than anything else that I've got going on the farm. In fact, I've put a lot of herbs in, so they can look quite like weeds, but they're herbs. Yeah, so that camphor, this is what it does. It seeds itself in many places, and most likely more in open areas, and then it starts to grow. So thankfully, because they have been spraying here, we haven't had any problems. Oh well, they're popping up in a few places. They'll need to be cut down. But if nothing was done, that would be the plant that would succeed everything. So we have to be careful when we're removing it as to, you know, whether it reduces the value and quality of the shape of the land. So you actually have to decide if it's being helpful or if it's a hindrance. And if it's helpful, you leave it and you slowly take it over, or you can cut it down and slowly take it over, but not to poison. So yeah, I mean, for me to get all these trees cut down is very expensive. They're actually being quite helpful, but I'll try and get onto the woodcutters again, and because they can make boxes out of it. And the problem with leaving them and letting the strangler figs take over is that the seeds, every year you're talking millions and millions of seeds, so you're probably best to cut them back and then put the strangler fig in as a way of stopping them. So I guess on my property, well, I'd have over 50 of these camphor laurels, and then the little ones I'd probably have 1,000, oh well, about a couple of hundred. So, and they're only just taking hold. But anyway, that is what I wanted to talk about, was how this camphor laurel tree is very much a threat, and it's a giant weed, and a lot of people see it as a big shady tree, or, you know, but actually it's very much a threat to Australian flora and fauna.